Georgia. You got this. Hello everyone, it's Chrissy here from the Creative Eclectic. Today I'm joined by the fabulous Miss Delphi. She's up here, hopefully not, what's the word? Hopefully not barking at the whole neighbourhood. So I just thought she'd come on and she'd say hi and wave before I put her back down on the floor, because Megan always asks me to make sure that Delphi makes an appearance. And so Delphi is making an appearance today. Hey Delphi, you say hello? No. Anyway, I'm going to put it down on the floor. So tonight's live will be a quick one. And I'll just see if I can zoom in a little. Oh, that's about right. Yeah, hi Janine. Thanks for watching. Oh, we're a little bit crooked for some reason. Let's straighten that up. Yeah, all right. Might move and zoom in a fraction more. Hi Kathy, thanks for watching. Thanks for your message, Kathy. I hope you're recovering well. It's Gotcha Day, Janine, not actually a birthday. Yeah, I'm resting, Kathy. I'm not walking around the house. I'm just relaxing on the chair. So as long as I don't walk too much, I'm okay. Yeah, but I am supposed to be. You know, it's just a recommendation. All right. So tonight I am, oh, excuse me. Hi Glenda, thanks for watching. So tonight I am playing with a kit because that's all I have the energy to do today. But that's okay, I know you understand. So yeah, so I'm just making sure that I have got shared this in all my groups. All right, so let's get started. You're on day 6 of recovery, Kathy. That's really good. Day 6 is when it starts to get uncomfortable, I think, when you don't need as many painkillers, hopefully, and yeah. So, Glenda, I heard it was a bit windy up your way today. Well, a bit further south from you, it was super windy. My mum reckons it was 140 kilometres an hour winds, but 6 to 8 weeks in a sling, Kathy. Oh, that's awful. All right, so I haven't opened this kit before, so I have no idea what's in it, except there is a stamp set, and I'm just going to put the stamp set on a piece of Calypso coral. So it has Merry and wishes and Christmas, and a nice little sentiment that says, may whatever brings you love and joy be yours this season and throughout the year. Oh, 6 to 8 weeks is no time at all, Kathy. Yeah, that's much better than 5 months. All right, so we have in our kit, it has some dimensionals. Now, please forgive my words today. It has a block and it has some tear and tape. I'm going to put those aside because I usually use those blocks for other things. It has, now this is the Christmas Wishes kit, and I'm sorry if it's been out a month and today is the first day I get to play. Oh, Megan, you were late. You missed a guest appearance by Delphi, or by her pause anyway. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning. So, okay. So we've got in our kit, it's 2 designs of 8 cards. Now it says the coordinating colours are Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Poppy Parade, Pretty Peacock and Gold. So I'm going to put that Calypso Coral away. I did bring up some Pretty Peacock and some white just in case we needed to do something else. Hi Marnie! I hear it's very windy where you are. Mum tells me it's blowing a gale. Now, they've just started doing this in the kits. They've started putting a thing with the sentiments. So if you wanted to put that in your little Ziploc bag with your sentiments, then you can easily see. And it's got in the 3 languages, depending on which market it's released in. But that's a really good idea. You can put in a little Ziploc bag. I keep my kit stamps all in the one case. Yeah, it's Gotcha Day, Marnie. She had a birthday on the 1st of July, so today is Gotcha Day, her anniversary of when she came to live with us when she was 8 weeks old. Yeah, Miss Gotcha, she made an appearance, Megan. Yeah. She might make another appearance if I can convince her, but she's not keen. All right, so our kit contains obviously instructions. Now, if you've seen this before, I'm sorry. I'm just doing this because, yeah, as I said, I'm supposed to be in bed, but yeah, it's all right. So I'm just going to press out all these pieces. Now, I find the easiest way to press them out is actually press them out all at once. I find it just makes it a bit easier. Yeah. Oh, well, you can come see Miss Delphi, Megan. You will see her and Chip next month, because Chip will be with us for our sentimental, for our mailbox class, while his parents are gallivanting around Disneyland for their anniversary. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be having Chippy Dog come stay with us. If you don't know who Chip is, go on Instagram and look up Chip's Duff's Adventures. So he's my puppy nephew. Yeah. And Megan calls him Fabio, because he often has photos of him with his long locks blowing in the breeze. So really they only give you 2 different die cut shapes here. Or maybe I'm missing something. All right. Now, tonight I'm really just concentrating on what the basic kit does, but I will keep one of each card aside, and if we can, I'll put this card aside and one of these card bases aside. Oh, that's interesting. Just so that we can, they've got a pretty pattern inside. How exciting is that? Oh, I never knew that. So when you open it up, oh, how delightful. So, see, I haven't watched anyone else make this, so it's a surprise for me too, mate. So, and it's got lovely gold envelopes. They're lovely. Now I'm hoping I'm not too close, but we'll see how we go. We've been adjusting desks and stuff, so... Alright, so the first card just has Mary on it. No, what does it have on it? It has Mary 3 times on it. So, it comes with a little ink spot. I'm not going to use that ink spot either. I'm going to keep that. I'll grab out my own block. I've been experimenting with etching blocks or laser engraving blocks, and this week, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I'm just going to grab the Mary. Now I bought my own Pretty Peacock ink up. So when you're using these photopolymer stamps, don't try and put it on the block like that. Just put it on your grid paper and nice and straight, and just let it relax. I'll use my other block. I'm going to use one of my retired blocks, sorry. It's just easier to use. Hi Sharon. How are you? You missed a special guest. Our Miss Delphi dog made a special, well, her paws made it, and her head made a special appearance. She's locked up here with me because otherwise she's going to go out and bark at the... Yeah, it is, Megan. I got it to engrave the bone folders really well, but the first clear acrylic block didn't work so well, so but you probably need to read the instructions. So here's the first Mary, so I'm going to stamp that multiple times because I haven't used it before. I am just going to we've used it once, Marnie. I'm just going to let that just set there. So Sharon, I hope you're well. I hope Marnie, you're well as well. It was lovely talking to you the other day. Only 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, and it's our one-day craft retreat. Now, if anyone's watching who's coming to our one-day craft retreat and you want the punch that goes with the stamp set that we're using, please let me know ASAP. We'll give it to you at a good price, and we can order it tomorrow and have it for you at retreat. Yes to the punch. Okay. Yeah. I'm really excited about retreat. I'm a bit stressed because we can't order anything till tomorrow. But okay, Marnie, thank you. All right. Okay. So, how many do you need? Each of them needs 3. So let's just so I've stamped. I've stamped 8. So that should be enough. I'll just stamp another couple just in case. Stamp another 3. All right. So really I should have, to get a better crisp image, let me find it. I don't. We've had another clean up. I get a bit exhausted by all these cleanups that people do. People who aren't me do. So I'm just going to use this piece of foam so I get a better, more crisp image. So yeah, whoops, that one's a bit out of whack. We'll just stamp the rest of them, why not? Because if I decide I want to put a different sentiment on, I can just put a piece of white in the middle, so over top of it. Now, what I really like about this kit is it gives you such a beautiful sentiment for the inside of your card. Okay. Now, while we've got the ink pad out, we're going to stamp the Christmas wishes as well. Oh, yeah, I would do that, Megan, if he cleaned really well. I think he needs to stick to cleaning the garden. So this one says Christmas wishes. Actually, I'd love to find a cleaning fairy who could come and arrange all of my cardstock scraps. They are all in a box according to colour family, but because I've been so busy, I just have chucked them all into each colour family in a box, and so they're not in their individual bags. And it would just be so nice to have them organised. But if I'm not allowed to do anything else for the rest of the week, after I see the doctor on Thursday, that might be what I do. You would love the home edit to come. Home edit? I haven't heard of that. Megan? Home edit. You'll have to send me some info. I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused. I live under a rock. No, I don't really. I just don't know a lot about different shows and stuff, because I don't have control of the remote and we only have one TV. First world problems, hey. Anyway, so let's just making sure I've got these all nice. I'm surprised how well I'm stamping today. My stamping earlier this afternoon was not good. It's an American TV show. The person I'd like to come to have a look, rearrange my house is the Joanna Gaines from Magnolia Lane in Waco, Texas. All right, so we've got our stamping on our sentiments done. Now, when you look at this, it looks like they stamp over these things on the inside of our cards. Oh, the other thing it's got these pieces, and these are for the front of the envelopes. These are so cool. So, and they're stickers. So you don't even have to use glue. How good is that? Yeah. Oh. But I'm hoping to be in Texas next year, so I can maybe go visit Magnolia Lane. That would be nice. All right, so you need to, according to the instructions, you need to stamp the inside of the card. So you need to stamp this bit here, and you need to stamp the lovely sentiment on the inside of the card. How cool is that? Alright, so let's do... Have I got the right one? No, I have... yes, I do. So we'll do that bit next. We're going to be very methodical. And if I decide not to use it... Oh, Chip and Joanna are amazing. My friend lives about an hour and a half to 2 hours from the Magnolia Lane store. And I promised that if I went to the States at any point next year, whether it be for incentive trip or for backstage, that I would visit. So here's hoping that we will get to the States at some point next year. Because I didn't think that we would go again, but we will see. Yeah, these are really easy to stamp. They don't have to line up super well. So that's a small one. So the small one that's a small one. It goes on the smaller of the inside of the cards, and then the other cards have got, oh no, they've got a small one as well. Wonder why they give you a big one. Well, we'll just keep stamping, eh? No, no, it's not Lisa Harden. It's she was a Stamping Up demo. Oh, she still technically is. Meg Daves from I Teach Stamping in Austin, or Round Rock. And she's amazing. I've been friends for a very long time now, and she's just delightful. But she does a lot of other stuff as well. Oh, the zoo lady. Oh. I do know of Liz, and the other person that I really like from Texas is Texas Stamping Sharon. So Sharon Armstrong. She is just the most delightful lady. I've met her a couple of times, and I just think she's amazing. All right, so we've got our leaves on, so now we're just going to go back and do our words. Yeah. When our friend Meg couldn't go to an event, I met up with Sharon and we sent her a video message. So that was really lovely. So this one, I'm trying to see. So it's a bit confusing because the, oh no, that one goes that way. All right. So you need to know which way these things are going to go. Right. So the ones with the leaves are top folding cards. Well, that's if you want them to be. And the other ones are, the stripy ones are side folding cards. So, but you can make them go whichever way you like. So, I'm just going to stamp that one. I think this is so good that it's got a sentiment for the inside of the card. And I'm just taking my time because, you know, just want them to be right. So these are the side folding ones. So you don't even have to think of a message to put on the inside. That's something I struggle with, is messages. And my friend Jan told me about this really great book called something about when you don't what to write in cards when you don't know what to say. And for me, I think that's the best book. So I will find a link for it and I'll share that. Because I don't know about you, but I really always want to write the most appropriate thing. And sometimes you don't want to be too familiar. All right. So we've done all our stamping. We're going to move this ink pad out the way. Move our stamps out the way for now. So we're going to follow some instructions. I'm going to do it out of order. And I'm going to do all the little stickers on the envelopes first. Because that just makes sense to me to have a quick win. So I'm just going to pop them in the middle. Possibly they need stamp. You could stamp them if you wanted. Yeah. All right, so what else is happening? Oh, tomorrow is an exciting day in Stampin' Up! World. There are 2 kits being released, new kits, Christmas kits being released tomorrow. Woo! There is new scrapbooking kits being released. There is everyone is able to order from the new catalogue. So if you usually get a catalogue from me and you haven't got it yet, or you want to get a catalogue from me, please let me know and I will firstly send you the electronic link and then I will post you a catalogue. So look at how easy this is. I love that they've already got adhesive on the back, so you don't even have to worry about getting glue everywhere. And because these are really shiny, glossy envelopes, so I've thought of everything in this kit. Let's pop our little envelopes over there. Now, we're doing our stripy cards first. Now, I'll grab bone folder. So this is one of my bone folders that I haven't yet engraved. I engraved about 8 of them on Sunday afternoon. It's like, oh, they're really good. Well, Steve helped. He lined it up and I worked the electronics. So, and we're hoping that Saturday we can cut the mailboxes for our mailbox class, which that's amazing. I'm looking forward to that. Now, this is quite shiny. So, if you have tear and tape, I would use that. It comes with tear and tape. I just am using a roll that I've already opened. So let's just be a bit practical about this. Just pop our tear and tape across the all of these pieces so that it's done. I know it's a bit boring watching me pop tear and tape on everything. Alright, so who's excited for the new catalogue coming out tomorrow? I know I am. There's some things that I ordered one of and I want more of. Now, the other thing is All the details of my paper share are coming out in an email tomorrow, or they've already come out to my newsletter subscribers, but they are also will be on the blog tomorrow. You will get a gift, and it's an exclusive gift created especially for you. Or I don't know if created's the word, but curated especially for you. So that's exciting, and you get half a pack of each of the designer series papers, and the Christmas papers are so lovely, and like there is a couple that aren't Christmas, but they are really lovely papers, and I think that you will get a lot of use out of them. So I'm excited for those. We're in the last month, Stampin' Up month of the last month of the Stampin' Up year. So I am a little freaked out because I am still trying to earn the incentive trip. I've got about, I'm not sure exact numbers, about $6,000 in sales to make. So I am hoping I'll get there, but I will, because I really want to give Steve this holiday. But you know, I do understand for some people that finances are tight and they can't place an order at the moment, and that's okay too, and I appreciate your support, and if you are able to give a referral or leave a good review, that's helpful too. Yeah, it is close, Barney. It is very close. Hi Deb, thanks for watching. But you know, we just need to get there. It's been a very long haul, and I think that I wasn't expecting to get sick last month and still be suffering from that this month. I wasn't expecting to get told I'm not allowed out of bed for 3 days, but you know, here we are. I did think about doing this on my bed, but I thought that was probably very unprofessional because then I wouldn't be breaking the rules, right? Because I'm not really a rule breaker. I try to just push the boundaries a little bit. So what I'm doing here is I'm just popping this tear and tape on these extra pieces, well, these smaller pieces like in the diagram. So then we'll be all ready to go all at once. Now, normally when I show you a kit, I will show you everything else, all these other things that you could do with it. But today I'm just doing the kit. And let's see, and obviously it's taking me a bit longer because I'm chatting while I'm doing it. If I was just concentrating on making, it's not going to take me quite as long. So oh goodness, there's so many little pieces here. I thought I'd done them all and there was some hiding. I'm sure they give you extras anyway. They usually do. So the other thing that's happening this month, we've got our Champagne and Crafts is the Friday night Champagne and Crafts is the stepped up Haunted House edition. If you don't do Halloween but still wanted to do a champagne and crafts this month, message me and we can talk about options for you, because I know not everybody does Halloween. We can't do the gingerbread version of the house in a champagne and crafts class because it is just too time consuming, because you have to wait for paint to dry, and the gingerbread version probably took me about 5 hours to do with all the waiting time. So that's not really something that I'd like to offer on a Friday night. And so and because I want you to do every step, so I don't want to paint it for you, because I think it's good for you when you're learning to do something a bit different, to do the painting yourself and all of that. All right. But I am thinking that will be a tutorial that'll be available before the end of the month, the written tutorial, because I took photos as I did every step. So that could be fun. All right, so we've got our tear and tape on everything. We have our cards all stamped, our label stamped. Oops, don't know what I just did there. So now it's time to start putting them together. So starting with this one here. So this looks like it's pretty easy. It's got step-by-step instruction. So basically they've just put the one each of these things on opposite sides. Then they've added one each of these. Oh no, we didn't finish the stamping before. Oh, goodness me. Because you have to stamp these bits. Oh. I'm going to do one stamped and another not stamped. Oh, thank you, Janine. I'm not really. I just plod along. But that's very nice of you to say that. You're too kind. How's that beautiful, beautiful dog of yours, Janine? We've been thinking about him. And you know what? Every time I go to say his name to Steve, I go, it's Marley, Muttley, I don't know. And I know what it is. And it doesn't come into my head when I want to say it. So I feel a bit embarrassed about that, because he's such a gorgeous dog. He's so big though. All right. Are they the same size? They don't even look the same. But that's what they're telling you to do. Well, because the other one would be too small. You know what? We're just going with it. Marshall. You knew it was an M. I should know. Tyres. Marshall. No, batteries. That's what I have to think about. Marshall batteries, because he's a bit of an energizer, and also because Brett and you like cars. But yeah. So will we see you at a class soon, Janine? Mm-hmm. All right. I am going to do... So we're going to do an unstamped, and I'm going to do 2 unstamped and 2 stamped, just to see. And boy, my stamping's pretty bad on these. I can't see really. Bit hard to get your head over it. Whoops. Lucky it's going to have other stuff. I've got some good classes coming up in October too, so bookings will open for them halfway through September, and it's a nice easy one. And when I say easy, I mean it's super easy. So I'm going to do 2 that are unstamped and 2 that are stamped. So I'm going to put the extras away to one side for now, because it looks like it only uses 2 of these. All right, so the other then they're going to do, we might have to do more stamping for the other ones, mightn't we? I'm going to do this one here. Oh, that's a bit better. And see, this is why you have to read the instructions, because you don't want to forget to stamp. I did a whole class in July with one of the kits, and I completely forgot to stamp one of the images. How funny is that? And it wasn't until someone said, what do we use this stamp for? And I went, I don't know, it looks like a beard. And realised, oh, when we went back and looked at the instructions, we were supposed to stamp it. Okay. But, you know, the cards still look great. But they did look even better when they were stamped. Just going to do 2 over there. 2 unstamped ones there. So the reason I'm doing 2 unstamped also is just so that you can see what the difference is, and also that you don't have to stick to the rules. If you think, if you're really short on time and you don't have time to stamp, you don't have to. Okay, you don't. Or if you just don't want to stamp the extra detail, you don't have to do that either. So just this one on here. Now we've done, this is a big leaf. It's also got a little leaf that needs stamping. So I'll just put those 2 to one side for the other card. So Megan, you're very quiet today. How are you? I bet you're enjoying your week, not having to go and back to the see about your leg. Another friend of mine was bitten by a dog last week, and it was awful. So it was just she was at work. It was just such a shock. And when I told someone about it, and they laughed, she had to have surgery and everything. But it wasn't. It was just a surgical clean. But even that, I won't say just because it really hurt. You're tired today. That's no good. Have you been doing too much? Yeah, I'm pretty tired today too, but the stairs are a bit much today. But anyway, we'll see. Hopefully they won't be as difficult tomorrow. It's always good in every day. Like today, the good thing is that I get to chat to all of you, and got Steve to drive me to have an x-ray and all of that. So I didn't have to drive myself, and I didn't have to worry about trying to find a park and all that stressful stuff that goes with having to go and get an x-ray. All right, so we've got all those stamped. Okay, so each of those needs 2. And I'll pop these to one side for the second card. All right. I'll talk to you later, Marnie. Yeah. And yes, I'll talk to you later too, Megan. All right. Let's start with the non-stamped stuff. We'll just use the tip of our... I didn't see any bling in this pack. Oh, well that's a bit of a worry. That might be something, an additional extra that you can add, or maybe I didn't find it in the box. So this morning I was concentrating on, because I didn't have a very good attention span, I was just concentrating on trying to finish some old kits, and the project's half done, and I got as far as sorting them. Yeah, and that was about it. All right, so then they put these 2 on, right? Then they get the 2 Marys, and it looks like they put 2 of the Marys down flat. Right. So each card has 3 Marys on it. So we'll just pop them all out while we're doing it. Now we've done it. I really do like this kit though. I'm really looking forward to this weekend because remember this weekend is our online catalogue launch party. So I'll be starting on Friday night with a little catalogue walkthrough, and then on the other reason I'm really excited is my parents come home from Burham Heads this weekend, so I haven't seen them since June, so I'm really excited for that. So I'll get to do a belated Father's Day with my dad, and get to give my mum a hug, because you know everyone needs their hugs from their mum. And yeah, so I'm very, very excited that they're coming home, and they're bringing their van home. So, and if anyone's looking for a new caravan, my parents have got one for sale. Well, it's not new, but it would be new for you. And It's in pretty good condition, so if you're interested, let me know. Yeah, so, all right, so we're just going to pop our first 2 sentiments on. They do look like, oh, no, they did put dimensionals behind them. All right, so let's just do that. I put 3 dimensionals, and I'm just using the dimensionals from the pack. So, just want to have it. So for me, when I'm doing, when I design a card that has 3 elements that would line up, I would normally have the put the sentiment down first, but Stampin' Up hasn't done that with this kit, so it's sort of playing with my head because I don't know if I've got them in the right place or anything like that. But you know, it probably doesn't matter. All right, so then they pop these 2 bits in the center. Oh. So there we go, that's pretty tricky. So do we like it so far? Hi Glenda, thanks for watching. Oops, that's the wrong one. We need a non-stamped one for that one. Maybe that's this one. Oh, that's a stamped one. This one here is a non-stamped one. I've got bits of stuff everywhere. So there was a fair bit of prep with this one. Now, I don't want to cover up my Mary too much, so just trying to position it so that it won't cover up the words terribly much. I'm going to put my last little sentiment. This one needs to be straight. So, if you're like me and you like to have things straight, you could always put a narrow ruler down the bottom there, and then, or even your bone folder. Your bone folder is about the right width, right? So then, if your bone folder is straight, you know that your Mary is going to be straight. And I'm sorry I'm taking so long with these cards tonight. But I think that you'll agree they are very much worth the wait. Hi Marie, thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well. I've got you on my list of people to message tomorrow, so hope you're doing really, really well. So that's our first card. Oh, that's a bit crooked, that one. It's a bit over in the wrong spot. Let's line it up. But you know, you don't have to line them up. Let's do the next one a bit staggered. Line up those edges, yeah. So that's our first one. So it's got its the envelope's done, the front's done, the inside is done. How sweet is that? That's first card. Alright. So let's do the second one. So that's an unstamped one. And I am running out of puff, but don't worry me, we're going to get them done. So this is a stamped one. So what I mean by unstamped and stamped, so if you're joining us later, the leaves on this one I stamped a bit randomly, but I think it adds to it. Well, that's what I'm going to tell myself anyway, because you know, you have to be your own biggest cheerleader. Because you've got to believe in yourself. So Glenda, how's the fossicking going? Did you strike it rich and going to appear on Opal Hunters or something like that? That'd be fun, hey? I'm doing this one a bit differently this time. Who else is watching? Marie, are you at home or are you still, I'll say vacationing, but yeah, absolutely. I agree, Janine. How is Mr. Brett? I haven't seen him for ages. So this one is, we've got some stamped leaves for this one. As I said, I'm doing it differently, just because I can. And I think that if, like, Stampin' Up tell you to do them that way, but I think if you do them this way, it gives you a different look again. And as you can see, I have staggered them this time. Oh, he's in Darwin. Oh, you and Marshall are living it up. Oh, you should come stay with us. Although you work on the other side of... Oh, you've finished... Oh, you're in Maryborough. Oh, you're just down the road from Marnie. And Mum and Dad are coming through Maryborough on Friday. Oh. There we go. So I did this one a little bit differently, just staggering it as well. So we've got a stamped and an unstamped. Let's quickly do a stamped that isn't staggered, just to, so you can see what that looks like. I'm just doing 3 out of the 4, and sorry, we're going to go over time. So now, one of the things that someone told me recently, when you use your bone folder and rub the back of your tear and tape, it actually makes the backing of your tear and tape come off much easier. So just a little tip, that could be our Tuesday night tip. I'm just going to use my bone folder as a guide to line that up, so it's the right distance from the top. It's about the same. Now the other tip I want to show you, and I think I showed this last week, when you're using your dimensionals, this is a tip from Sharon Dalton, so thank you, Sharon. You put a little bit of, and I don't know if I shared this last week, put a little bit of your multi-purpose liquid glue underneath, and that gives you some wriggle room. So I'm using my, got a hair, that's not even mine. Too dark to be mine. And so you're going to use your multi-purpose glue to allow you to have a little bit of wriggle room on the back of your dimensionals. So that's pretty good. I'll just do the bottom one. Now, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to still make the other ones exactly the other cards in the pack so that we can see how they go. And we have another stamped one somewhere over here. And I apologise to those people that received my newsletter, and I had some weird dates in there, but it's all okay. A correction will be coming out. Excuse me. I was looking at the wrong calendar for the wrong month. Have you ever done that? You're planning everything out and everything seems to work well, and then you go, oh, that's not the right date. That date doesn't even exist in that month. Yeah. So, Megan, yes, she has. Well, I don't know, specific, has been fussicking. But, which means that we've missed her all with our coffee, cake and cards all winter. All right, so that's our stamped one. So they're both the ones that aren't staggered. So it just the stamping does add a little bit of difference, and that looks really crooked to me. I don't know why that looks so crooked. It probably isn't. It's probably just me. So let's do the other one. I'm just loving these envelopes with the stickers on the front. They're so nice. Oh, let's just do the last one while we're here. Let's not use up too much energy trying to upcycle it today. I can get out a whole new kit and do that. Okay, let's just rub that. Now, I'm going to pop that on there, pop this one on here. Now, I was thinking that I should do a special thing for someone who wants to do a crafts and champagne night or afternoon at home. Not at my place, but at their place. And So if you're in October, I can't want another one in September. But if you're interested, like we would have to order all the kits in October, but let me know. So this one, I'm going to keep the top one straight. Now if you've got a group of 4 girlfriends who'd like to, 3 or 4 girlfriends, or boyfriends, I don't care. Actually, I think doing these kits is great for guys. I'm going to have to see if my buddy Mick will come and do a, oh, hi Victoria. Oh, you finished work, yay. I'm going to have to see if my buddy Mick can come and do a live with me, because he loves watching me make cards. So this is my last one of this card. So I reckon I should convince him to come and do a live and make some cards with me, because he loves getting handmade cards, and he's a bit funny. Well, amusing. He's fun. We have lots of fun. But maybe I'll just convince Steve to come and do another live with me. He hasn't done a live for ages. Although they're not his favourite thing to do. How are you, Vicky? It's lovely to see you. Between work and gymnastics, I didn't think I'd see you tonight. Let you work on it. That'd be great, Janine. You've got a great table to do lots of crafting on, let me tell you. It doesn't have to be an evening, it can be a night, and we could order in fish and chips, and oh, that'd be awesome. Or pizzas or something. So yeah, so this is the other one. So it looks a bit different because I've just staggered it, and so you don't have, that's just a small change. And again, it's one of the non-stamped ones because I was lazy. I mean, because I was trying to show you the difference. All right, let's quickly do these other ones. Yeah. Now, these are a top folding one. Oh, I've got an ink booger on that. That's all right. I'm not going to worry about the ink booger. Because, you know, no handmade card is perfect, so we're just going to grab our bone folder. And I'm really excited because Vicky and I haven't seen the kits yet. Oh, I didn't stamp the inside of that one. The kits yet. So we're really excited to see those tomorrow. Hello, Miss Allison. This is a surprise. Ah, it's way past your bedtime. Lovely to see you. All right, so we're just finishing up these last kits. So Alison, I was just saying that maybe in October, our non-regular stamping friends, so people who don't stamp often, maybe they'd be interested in having a little get-together for champagne and cards, and we'll do a kit with their friends. So you've got lots of crafty friends, Alison. I'm sure they'd be happy to do that. Then again, they might not. All right, so you've got 3 extra sentiments left over from that. All right, let's just score this up. I might stamp that leaf while I'm here as well. Janine, that'd be so good. Well, I opened it today on Vicky, and I really like it. I'm a bit slower than what I would normally be making it because, you know, I'm just having a day, but, you know, it's quite all right. So let's have a look at what this kit looks like. So again, they've, this is what the instructions say to do. And whether you follow the instructions or not, that's completely up to you. You can choose not to and step it up. So yeah, so it says, so it's just stamped the inside. I love this sentiment. May whatever brings you love and joy be yours this season and throughout the year. Isn't that such a lovely thing to send to somebody? I just think it's just beautiful. All right, so let's try and do this a bit more production line like. That might make it quicker. Normally that's what I would do. I wouldn't do one at a time. Okay, so we're going to start with, now as I said, I haven't stamped all of these. Actually, I haven't stamped any of them. And that, I'm going to be okay with that because I know that it's getting late. And if I try and stamp those leaves again, I'm just going to make a mess of it. So that's positive thinking for you. So I'm just oh, Vicky, I got my videos done too, just so you know. So I forgot to tell you. I do sound in the videos like I'm a adult hotline worker, but that's quite all right. So I've got one of these that is, all right, well, hang on, let's do this step first. And no, I don't know from experience what those people sound like because I just am imagining from the movies what they would sound like. Gee, it could have been misconstrued that I had another job doing something else that wasn't entirely kosher. Oh, goodness me. Ah, well. All right. So Miss Duffy's sitting by the door going, oh, can I go out yet? But she, her little paws made an appearance. Good night, Marnie. Thank you for watching and staying as long as you did. I know it's a school night. Literally. Only one more week. And a half. Nearly there. Okay, so we're on to the last one. I think that if you stamp the little leaves on the front, it doesn't matter if you don't stamp the leaves at the back. These bigger leaves, I think you don't have to. Well, that's my theory and I'm sticking with it. All right. Okay, so then let's have a look at how they put their leaves on. Put a leaf up there and a leaf down there. All right, so basically they had it so that the point of the leaves were overlapping, but let's just see how they go. Is everybody else still with us? So we have a big leaf up this way. And another. this way. Now I've actually haven't put them on how they've said to. So I'm just making it up as I go along now. So then these bits go on with dimensionals. Now I'm just doing the first one so that I can get an idea of what I need to change on the others. Use a bit of the multi-purpose liquid glue on the back to give us some wriggle room. I think that's going to be okay. Not perfect, but I do think that that's quite okay. What we'll do with this one is we're just going to adjust where those leaves go, and I'm going to put this on differently. So each of them are going to be different, even though they're supposed to be the same from the kit. I get bored when I do something the same. That's why I don't do swaps very often, because I hate doing the same thing for everybody. I think that needs to go there. And now this one, you can see this is one of the leaves that I did stamp. And it does make a little bit of a difference. See, I don't like having lots of gaps. So I think that they weren't supposed to be on so much of an angle, and I don't know that I can lift it without tearing it. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, there we go. I think they're supposed to be more straight like that. We'll see. We'll see if that makes a difference. And we put it together. Yeah. We'll pop these dimensionals on this one. So this is probably a good one you can do in front of the TV once you've got all your stamping done, because you'll be able to just you know, pop it together, and you don't have to think too much about it. Oh, I like that better. I like that it's filled in all the gaps. There's no real big gaps like there is on that one. So let's try this one. Again, this has got... Now I seem to be missing... I seem to have missed that one when I've stamped. But that's okay. We can fix that. I'm going to pop this one up like that. Now this isn't following the instructions at all. We're just going rogue. Now where's Jodie when you need her? There, oh, I just was thinking, where's Jodie? And there she appears online. I manifested you, Jodie. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a bit freaky, really. I was just going to say, Jodie always tells me I have to go rogue, or to wing it. So does Megan, though. Yeah. So I'm putting in a order for the new catalogue tomorrow. If anyone wants to order from the new catalogue and have it as soon as they can, or order any of the new kits or the new scrapbooking, items. Now, this one I just need to stamp because I've already stamped the other one. Now it's very rough. Now two-step stamping doesn't have to be precise. Alright? Can't believe you started watching as soon as I said, I wonder what Jodie is tonight. That's just freaky, Jodie. Okay. Oh, that's stamped much better. So two-step stamping is never precise. Alright, so it doesn't have to be. Now let's follow the rules of what they want you to do. They want you to put that one like that. No, I'm going to stick to my original plan, but I will manoeuvre this a bit because I do think that it looks better when you follow the instructions and do it that way. Actually, we'll have them going different directions, see how it looks. Because there's no mistakes in stamping, only opportunities for embellishment. That's what I tell my ladies at class all the time. Oh, we had a lovely class on Saturday. It didn't end up being what I intended it to be, but it was still really, really lovely, and it was thank you to Rhoda and Rhoda. So Rhoda 1 and Rhoda 2. And Jan and Dawn for all coming along. And so we did make some of the icons of Christmas projects that I had prepared, but we also made some other things as well. It was turned into a choose your own adventure afternoon, which was kind of fun. Well, actually it was lots of fun. I enjoyed it. And so there were all different cards made, and I will be sharing those this week. But if anyone wanted to do the original cards that were planned in the class, let me know, and I can do an at-home option for you. Alright, so that was our last card. Alright, so you've got some extras left over, some Merries, and so you could even go Merry Christmas Wishes if you wanted to, or you could go change that Merry out and put a Christmas on it. So yeah, as I said, it took me a bit longer than I would normally because I've had it having a day, but I just love these envelopes. So yep, so we've got 4 different, so they look all completely different. Really nice kit. And I think that, oh, wouldn't you just love to get in the mail a really nice glossy envelope like that? It is so nice. So that was the first of the Christmas kits that was released last month. This month's kits, I am told, are awesome. By Emma, who's the Demonstrator Development Manager in New Zealand. She said they're really awesome. But I haven't seen them yet, so yeah. So there we go. So hopefully some of you will join me for the lives over the weekend. I need to talk to the doctor about what I'm allowed to do then. How often I can go live and how long I'm allowed to stay out of bed. But yeah, so I think that these 8 cards are really great. The lives on the weekend are the catalog. Friday night will be the mini catalogue walkthrough, so I'll be pointing out some things that you might have missed and talking about some of the things that I really liked from it that you might not have seen. All right. So, and then other times during the weekend, I'll be doing demos of specific products. So you can expect to see demos of the some of the labels and one of the sweets, and you'll also get a sneak peek, hopefully, of the October class and the end of September class, which is, I think, almost booked out. That's pretty exciting. So I need to check that today. All right, or tomorrow. All right, everyone, have a great evening. Have a great rest of your week, and until next time, happy creating. Oh, Delphi wants to say goodbye. Hang on 1 second. I'll just move the cards out of the way. Come here, Delphi. Say goodbye. Excuse me 1 second, because I'm doing this just for Megan and Janine, but hang on. So she's just going to pop her little head under here. So, hang on. Oh. No, she's not going to say goodbye. Hang on. 1 second. We'll just unscrew you. And, sorry, oops. We're going all over the place. Hang on 1 second. So Delphi wants to say goodbye. So there you go. So until next time, happy creating and bye for now.